the Jefferson Cannoneers. So we are taking this first map. And I think, which was this map, Numbani?
I think so. I thought it was Nepal.
Nepal,
yeah,
yes.
Nepal.
So we're taking the first map into Nepal. This is a control map where both teams have to go into the center of the map right over here and capture this middle point. Now, this is a best out of 3 round-based game, so we are going to be moving to a different part of the map after this first round. And so over here, we have the Grizzlies on blue team with the Cannoneers on red team. We've got Blue on Farah, Jimmy Buckets on Reaper. We've got Royal on Ana, Shullyyyy on Mercy, and Rad is on Doomfist. Looks like they may be going for a pharmacy play right here with Blue sticking on Farah. He never goes to Farah unless Shullyyyy is going to be pocketing him the whole time. So we're going to see how well this works, see what goes on here. Looks like Royal's throwing up a heart here for the team, and we're going to be moving in. And so now initially both teams are doing their best to run to the center at the exact same time. Depending on which team will get there first, looks like Rad is going to be the first one on the point. So now it is up for the Grizzlies.
The other team seems to be doing the pharmacy strat as well.
Looks like they are. It looks like the opposing tank is on Sigma, which looks like Rad is immediately chasing into this Sigma. Oh, and he falls off the map. No!
Buddy!
No, Rad. Shullyyyy goes down. Blue goes down. Jimmy Buckets picks up an elimination. And it looks like Axo, the tank from the Cannoneer side, is the only one on the point right now.
This just goes to show that you have to be careful. Any mistake will impact the rest of the team.
Beautiful sleep by Royal right there. Healing Jimmy Buckets up, running in with his double shotguns. Rad going in there, punching them off of the point as Doomfist. Beautiful play by the Grizzlies right there. That was an amazing regain. That was beautiful. Super unfortunate death for Rad right there. However, Blue on Cassidy and Jimmy Buckets on Reaper running in, taking some eliminations and getting the Cannoneers away from that point.
The Grizzlies are really good at adapting to any situation, which is really good with what just happened.
Absolutely. That regain was so insanely good. Looks like Rad is doing his best to mitigate some damage and get his punch back up and off of his cooldown so he can get that Sigma taken back out of this middle room, but he is stunned by that Sigma rock, and it looks like he's going to go for a little bit of a flank, hitting that Cassidy, bumping him back, trying to get some damage on him, maybe get an elimination, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen as their Ana is giving him a little bit of pocket healing here, but it looks like this Ana is about to go down, and she does by Rad. Beautiful elimination. Looks like he may pick up the elim on the Cassidy as well. However, he is now getting pocketed by their Mercy. And it looks like Rad may go down right here as he is on 33 health. And he does get taken out. And that Ana was rezzed by the Cannoneers' Mercy. And it looks like the Grizzlies, Jimmy Buckets and Shullyyyy are sitting back here in this little pocket, just trying to keep them off, but that Death Blossom is ready. I'm excited to see what Jimmy Buckets is going to do with that, because the last time he pulled the Death Blossom, he got a beautiful 5-piece, which won them the game. And it looks like he's about to go for it right here, about to drop down on top of him.
Ooh.
Looks like he gets one elimination, but they do put down that shield for some damage mitigation. Picks up another elim with Shullyyyy getting the revive on Rad. That was beautiful. So it looks like that Sigma's ultimate was just put to waste by Shullyyyy right there, because he does resurrect the only victim of that ultimate. Looks like Jimmy Buckets is doing such a great job at getting behind that Sigma's barricade and dealing some damage while that Mercy is still pocketing him. However, that is forcing them to push back and out of the room as Rad gets an elimination, but it doesn't matter because the first round goes to the Grizzlies.
Indeed. Good job, Grizzlies.
So now this first round is 1-0, and we're going to be moving on to the next part of this map. It is going to be the exact same game mode, so control game mode with both teams moving into the center to capture a point. Now it is match point, so if the Grizzlies do win this round, they will take home the first match of the night. Looks like Blue has switched over to Genji here. Looks like he's using a different skin that he usually uses, a white and a red one. But Jimmy Buckets is staying on Reaper right here. Royal on Ana. Rad is on Zarya. That's concerning. I've never seen Rad jump on Zarya before. I'm excited to see how this works. But we got Blue rushing in, throwing some sprays on the ground. Gotta love it. Damage boosted by Shullyyyy right now. Looks like that Sigma's already put his barricade up and is tossing some rocks, trying to get some stuns in. But it looks like it's not working. But he is mitigating so much damage. Beautiful deflection by Bloo right there to get that to get that projectile sent back into the enemy team.
I'm interested if the Cannoneers will attempt a flank maneuver, since there are multiple avenues of getting off to the side around the Grizzlies.
I do agree, because the reason why this control point is so difficult to hold for a super long period of time, especially against a team that is at least decent in skill, it makes it to where they can come in from any side and just jump right on the defending team. So if the Cannoneers do try to do something like that, it'll be difficult for the Grizzlies to keep them off. However, it is possible. So it looks like this charge from Rad's Zarya laser is almost all the way up to 100. He's dealing some maximum damage right there. Almost taking out that Reaper. So close. Looks like he may be going for the Mercy, but he turns around to take care of that Sigma.
Nice.
That tank goes down, and it looks like he takes out the Reaper as well. But he does get trapped by the Junkrat. And Jimmy Buckets takes out their Mercy and their Junkrat, and it looks like that Kiriko is going to fall as well. Royal on Lucio, taking that Kiriko out. That was a beautiful play by the Grizzlies. They are 50% done with capturing this point. And it looks like Bloo has his Dragon Blade ready. I'm excited to see how this is going to work.
It's interesting to see that the tank from the Cannoneers just pushed forward really without his team.
Yeah, he just ran around to the side and just allowed himself to be without his team. Looks like the Dragon Blade was popped by Bloo. Looks like he gets the Pharah.
That was nice.
Goodness. Gets the Kiriko as well. Almost gets the Mercy. However, she does get away, but gets the res on the Pharah. That is a great res by the Cannoneers right there. However, it looks like it's not going to matter for too much longer, because Bloo takes that Pharah out once more, with Jimmy Buckets picking up eliminations as well. And Shullyyyy going Battle Mercy. And Bloo picking up the last elimination right there.
And I'm also just saying, as that Pharah, if I was up in the air expecting to be safe and then suddenly I just get sliced in half, wow.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be too happy after that. And it looks like in 3 seconds, the Grizzlies are taking home the win for this first match. Jimmy pops his ultimate to keep them away.
And
that poor Mercy did her best to jump onto the point, but it didn't matter, because the Grizzlies are taking home the first win of the night. So let's see who the player of the game is going to go to. I'm assuming it's going to go to Bloo, and it looks like it does go to Mr. Bloo. I'm assuming with the Dragon Blade on the second round, and it looks like it is. Great job to the Grizzlies and the Cannoneers. We're going to be moving on to round number 2. All right, and we are back for game number 2 for week 5 of the Overwatch 2 open season, with the Missouri State Grizzlies versus the Jefferson Cannoneers. And now you may have noticed already, but the sides have switched. So the Cannoneers are on blue team with the Grizzlies on red team. So we are now on, I believe this is Midtown? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are on Midtown now, and this is a hybrid map. So the attacking team has to capture a point on the map and then move a payload all the way to the other side of the map. So here is the point that the attacking team has to attack. And with that being said, our very own Grizzlies are going to have to be doing that first, as they are on the attacking team. So it looks like Rad has switched over to Reinhardt right here. And it looks like Shullyyyy is staying on Mercy with Jimmy Buckets on Cassidy. Looks like Bloo is still on Genji with his beautiful red and black skin, and it looks like, if I can find her because she's jumping around, we got Royal on Lucio as well.
Besides Royal on Lucio, this is a very common matchup for characters for the Grizzlies.
I agree. The only time I've ever seen Shullyyyy hop off of Mercy was when he wanted to play Moira. Oh, and it looks like Rad is on Diva.
Never mind, he switched it up.
That is something I haven't seen from Rad before. I'm excited to see how this is going to go. It looks like the team comp for the Cannoneers has changed just a tiny bit, with one of their players going on to Symmetra. Looks like a lot of combat going on here just directly in the center of the map. See if we can see any eliminations happening. Bloo getting an elimination right there.
I believe that was from a deflect, but...
It looks like Rad's mech is now gone, and he is just sitting in the back corner right there as the baby Diva. We got Jimmy Buckets picking up an elimination on the Ana, with Bloo taking out the opposing Genji. What a beautiful play by Bloo right there. Looks like that Mercy is about to go down. She's taking a lot of damage. And Royal does take out that Mercy, and it looks like that Sigma's going to just have to follow. However, that Symmetra is coming back. We'll see how well she can do. And it looks like the Symmetra and the Sigma do fall, but Royal falls, and Shullyyyy gets the revive on Royal.
Yeah, no character on the Grizzly team ever stays down for long.
Absolutely, especially with Shullyyy's amazing revives, especially in the middle of combat. This gentleman is insane when it comes to reviving people in combat. Taking out those turrets as Genji right there, Bloo is. Because those Symmetra turrets, they can microwave you very quick, and it proves to be super annoying when you're trying to fight against this. Looks like his Dragon Blade is already ready. That is a fast charging Dragon Blade because he deals a lot of damage. Getting the elimination on the Mercy. Looks like this Symmetra is about to follow, and she almost does. He gets the elimination right there. And it looks like that is 2 from Bloo, 1 from Jimmy. It looks like 1 from Rad as well. That is almost a team wipe, but it looks like their Sigma just couldn't keep up with the team and is still way back there. So we've got Royal sitting on the payload right here, trying to keep that payload going, while Bloo and the rest of the team are up here dealing a lot of damage to the Cannoneers, trying to keep them away from that payload, and they're doing a great job at that. Oh, Bloo just gets taken down right there by the Junkrat and the Sigma, stunned by the rock and then hit by the grenade. That was a crazy combo that even Bloo cannot survive. Looks like Rad's ultimate self-destruct is ready. Looks like he does it, but he doesn't use his boost in order to send that Diva mech right into the enemy team. That is so upsetting. However, he does get the ultimate, does get his mech back. He is now running back into the enemy team to deal some damage. Looks like that Junkrat goes down from Bloo. A little bit of a revenge kill right there, I believe. Looks like Bloo takes out the Ana as well.
Ooh.
However, the Sigma takes out Royal. The Cassidy takes out Bloo. And it looks like Shullyyyy gets the revive on Royal because Royal is farther back than Bloo was. So he is actually able to safely get that revive off.
The Cannoneers are doing a very good job at holding the Grizzlies back so far.
I agree.
Very good hold point.
Looks like Rad has to push back right here in order to not get taken down by the Cannoneers, as it looks like they are concentrating their forces right on Rad. It looks like he's got to get some pocketing by Mercy right here by Shullyyyy, because if he didn't, he would surely would have gone down right there. So it looks like the entirety of the Cannoneers are sitting on point right now. I think it would have to be up to Jimmy and Shullyyy's ultimate right here in order to take them down. Because could it be high noon? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see with Jimmy sitting up here with his ultimate ready. Looks like he could potentially get the elimination, however, does not quite get it. Easy elimination on the Mercy right there with Rad getting out of his mech. Getting elimination on the other Cassidy. Looks like this Sigma is alone back here. Looks like he may have a difficult time getting back to his team, but he can't, as Jimmy Buckets and Royal take out the support and the tank from the Cannoneers.
And they're doing a very good job, so. I mean, they didn't even have to use any ults to get that push forward, so.
I understand that. That's crazy. I was assuming a beautiful two-shot headshot by Jimmy Buckets right there to take out that Junkrat. Cassidy is such a great play. I've been watching my man Jimmy play some Cassidy, and he's been doing so great on this character. I'm genuinely surprised at some of the shots and some of the plays he's able to make on this character. I'm really excited to see if it is high noon or not here for my man Jimmy Buckets on Cassidy. Maybe, maybe not. We're going to have to see. It looks like most of the Cannoneers have congregated down by the payload. It looks like it is going into high noon. Gets an elimination, almost 2. However, the damage mitigation from Sigma stops that ultimate blast. With Bloo getting one on Dragon Blade.
Ooh.
Beautiful Dragon Blade
Beautiful.
by Bloo right here. I'm trying to latch onto his first person in order to see him, but I was not able to get it because he is too fast for even my camera. Looks like he's about to take out this Cassidy. Looks like he doesn't quite get the Cassidy. That was such a close fight right there between Bloo and the opposing Cannoneers Cassidy. Looks like Rad has switched over to his main Reinhardt, and I gotta say that is definitely a good play by Rad right here. Looks like his Earth Shatter is ready. He may get ready to use it right here. However, he is taking a lot of damage, but our man Shullyyyy on Mercy is dealing so much healing right here, keeping Rad alive, especially in his ultimate, allowing the entirety of the Grizzlies to get healed. This would be a perfect moment for Rad to use his Earth Shatter, but he almost pins that Mercy using the Earth Shatter.
Nice.
Gets an elimination, gets 2 eliminations. Rad and Blue going in there, picking up a double, taking out that Junkrat Trip Mine. Or Bear Trap, my apologies.
I will say that the Cannoneers are giving the Grizzlies a lot of a tougher competition than their other ones, so it's good to see that they're getting in some practice.
Absolutely. So Jimmy Buckets has switched over to Reaper. Maybe more of a counter to the Cassidy, who keeps staying up on that balcony up there, but it looks like that Cassidy has not been up there in a hot minute. However, he is going up there now. As I say that, you gotta love it, right? So it looks like Blue is getting closer and closer to his ultimate right here. So we're gonna see how well he does. However, he's almost taken out by that Cassidy. That magnetic grenade is insane, has some crazy tracking. Takes a very little amount of actual aim to hit a magnetic grenade on Cassidy, but it is very powerful. So you do really have to watch out for that, and there's not too many counters to that magnetic grenade. Rad and Jimmy Buckets do fall right there to the Sigma. We got Blue hiding in the back line right now. It doesn't look like the Cannoneers know he's there. It looks like he may get ready to pop his Dragon Blade because he is on 99% charge. 98%. Call me a liar, Blue. He may be waiting for his team to get back here. And it looks like he catches the Cannoneers by surprise. They have no idea he's behind him. However, he does miss a couple swipes, but he does get 2 eliminations, assisted by Jimmy Buckets and Rad. And it looks like the opposing Cassidy does use his High Noon. But Shullyyyy gets the revive on Jimmy Buckets. What an amazing revive right there. Looks like that Cassidy is having a run for his money, trying to get away from Blue right here. Looks like a revenge kill by Blue. That was a beautiful sword dash right there by my man Blue. Looks like that payload is directly on top of the final checkpoint right here. No, the Junkrat ultimate really does so much damage to the Grizzlies right there, taking out 2 of the Grizzly players. The Shullyyyy doing his best to run away, but he gets taken. And it looks like round 1 is complete. Oh, the time has run out for the Grizzlies. So it looks like they only grabbed 2 points from this round, other than the original 3. So it is now up to the Cannoneers to attack, this time with the Grizzlies defending. If the Cannoneers are able to secure that payload onto that final platform, then they will win this round. However, if the Grizzlies are able to stop them before reaching that final platform, they will win, unless they get past the first checkpoint. So as I said, the sides have switched, and it is now up to the Grizzlies to defend with the Cannoneers attacking.
I think what initially made the Grizzlies lose, well, not necessarily lose, but lost a lot of time on, was that hold by the bridge.
Absolutely. That hold by the bridge was definitely a great play by the Cannoneers. Definitely not the best place for the Grizzlies to be to try to attack. Usually by that time, they've already team wiped 4 or 5 times, and the opposing team isn't even there whenever they're going through that chokehold. However, whenever it was time for the Cannoneers to get back on the point, it happened to be at that exact time. And that was really a dampener for the Grizzlies' morale and for their total momentum. So it looks like Blue has switched over to Hanzo. I've only seen this maybe once from Mr. Blue.
Well, in the beginning with these tight quarters, whenever his ult goes off, there's only a select few areas that the opposing team can go. But if he can get off a good ult, then that can be a game changer.
I do have to point out that beautiful symmetric play, beautiful shot by Blue right there, taking out the Zenyatta initially. But it looks like that Mercy does revive that Zenyatta, but that means that she does not have her revive if a more important character like DPS or tank goes down, just like that Cassidy going down. So now that Mercy cannot revive. So she's going to have to wait another 30 seconds in order to get that revive off. And however, as I was interrupted by that amazing shot by Blue, I do have to point out that when Blue was up getting the initial damage on the Cannoneers at the very beginning of the game, Jimmy Buckets already had his Symmetra teleporter sitting there waiting for him to come back, so he wasn't caught in the back by the Cannoneers. Jimmy Buckets Blue picking up some eliminations right here. However, that Mercy does, instead of choosing to revive the DPS character, she does revive the Zenyatta once again. I'm not quite sure what is going on right now with that Mercy. But personally, I think I would have chosen to go for the DPS character in order to stop them, or in order to deal some more damage to the Grizzlies.
And unfortunately, Blue did use his ult, but it got no eliminations. But that, if it had gone off, it would have gone really well.
Absolutely. Looks like Rad does pick up an elimination with his pummel nemesis form. However, that Mercy just continuously revives her fallen teammates, which is definitely the whole point of Mercy, but it is definitely annoying to play against whenever you eliminate someone and then all of a sudden they're standing right back in front of you again.
I'm just saying, I would love to see a Mercy off with Shullyyyy.
Absolutely. If it comes down to a battle Mercy fight, I gotta put my money on Shullyyyy.
Same here.
Lots of damage to that poor little hamster wrecking ball. Poor little guy, but you gotta love it. Royal picking up an elimination with her biotic grenade on Ana. Lots of amazing callouts by the team, as we can hear in the other room. Fully unsure if the stream is able to hear that, but that Mercy goes down to Rad. Royal picking up an elimination as well.
They are doing a very good job at keeping them from the point. I don't even think they've touched it yet, really.
And I had just realized I was so intrigued with the game that I was on Blue literally the entire game. So I'm going to switch over to Jimmy Buckets now.
It's okay,
I completely
it's okay.
forgot. I was so just in a trance with this game right now.
And Jimmy Buckets is doing a really good job with these turret placements.
I do agree. Keeping the turrets in a place where the opposing team cannot see them, but as soon as they walk past these taxi cars, they're going to be in a really bad position, getting hit from behind from Jimmy's turrets, and getting hit from the front by the entirety of the Grizzly team. That is one thing about Symmetra that is so good on control and capture points, is the fact that she can set up her turrets on a strategic position that may not even be on the point, but in a route where the opposing team has to go through in order to get there. Because by the time they're getting to the point, they're already hurt by her turrets. And in order to take away those turrets, they have to get their aim completely away from the defending team, which will... oh, that was a beautiful ultimate by the opposing Junkrat. However, looks like Shullyyyy goes in there to revive Blue.
Gets it off.
Gets it off, but it looks like there is a wrecking ball sitting on the point. But the Blue takes out the Mercy, and it looks like it is a tank fight right now. Royal takes out the Pharah, Rad taking out the Junkrat. It looks like this poor ball is in a really tough spot right here.
Nice,
Rad taking him out on the stairs.
They currently have less than 10 seconds to get on point and take it, but
it looks like that cannot happen.
No, there's no way.
There is no way they're going to be able to get past the Grizzlies right here.
They have no ults in their arsenal, and
round number 2 goes to the Grizzlies. Beautiful job. So it looks like it is a current 2-0 lead for the Grizzlies for the night. Let's see who the player of the game is going to go to. And it looks like it's going to Baraka from the Cannoneers on Junkrat.
First time the opposing team has gotten one.
Oh,
and not
I know
meaning
exactly
just
where
the
this
Cannoneers.
is. Yep, there we go. Beautiful triple elimination.
This is
we'll
what
be moving on to the
prevented
next
them.
round.
Yep.
Right, and we are back for game number 3, and this time we are on a map that we haven't seen before. We are on Junkertown, and now this map is an escort game mode. So the attacking team has to get on a payload and take it all the way to the opposing side of the map in order to score points. And so we have the Grizzlies on attack first, as they are over here on red team, but they have not spawned in. I'm having some trouble getting through the doors here. I like to hold down my shift. I love to hold down my shift, give myself a little extra speed boost so I can get around the map and show you guys around a little bit more. But I don't know how to take my finger off the shift, so. So it looks like the Grizzlies have now spawned in. So let's go take a look at their team comp. As per usually, we got Shullyyyy on Mercy, Rad on Reinhardt. We have Royal on Ana. It looks like Blue is up here on Widowmaker. Gotta love that. And it looks like we have, Royal on Ana. Where's Jimmy? Jimmy is on Soldier 76. Could not find my man Jimmy for a moment. And now the Cannoneers are gonna have to do a little bit of defense work right here to try to keep the Grizzlies away from this payload. Looks like they're trying to hide from the Grizzlies as well. So I'm excited to see. I'm going to look through the eyes of Mr. Blue for the first bit of the game because I know he's going to get some snipes. I can't latch on to Blue.
Just make sure to look at other ones as well.
Absolutely. I knew he was going to get some snipes in the initial part of the game. It looks like they're on Torbjorn. They've only gone against Torbjorn a few times right here. Oh, the poor Torbjorn.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no. Beautiful teamwork by Royal and Blue right there. Jimmy Bucket's getting an elimination. Royal getting another elimination. Looks like it is almost a team wipe right here. Rad pinning Axo to the wall. Royal getting an elimination, and Royal getting another beautiful three-piece by Royal, as well as helping Blue get another elimination as well. So it looks like that is the first team wipe of the game already, and it's already been like, what, 15 seconds?
I think so.
Something like that? Yeah, that's how absolutely insane and coordinated the Grizzlies are right here. They do their absolute best to get these team wipes as quick as possible, and they do a great job at it.
And I think with them losing that one little point last game, that they're going to be extra anger right there.
Beautiful snipe. Beautiful shot by Blue right there. Looks like he might try to get another. Royal picking up another. Royal is just becoming a DPS support for this game. That is absolutely insane. She's picking up kills left and right. Picking up another elimination. Jimmy Bucket's getting one. Rad getting one as well. Taking out Torbjorn and his turret. Beautiful, beautiful team comp right here from the Grizzlies. And it looks like the first checkpoint has already been reached by their payload. Not only has time been added into their time pool, but they are now going to be spawning even closer to that payload. So it looks like it is a tank versus tank right here, and it doesn't look like the Cannoneers tank is having a very fun time going up against a damage boosted Rad on Reinhardt right there, swinging his beautiful golden axe. It looks like they're currently about to go around the bend right here. It looks like the Cannoneers have gotten Widowmaker as well, but that Widowmaker does not exist anymore, and neither does that Baptiste. Rad and Jimmy Buckets taking out both of those characters right there. Shullyyyy taking out the Baptiste invincibility disco ball. You gotta love that. We got Blue sitting up on the balcony right here, trying to get some snipes off on the opposing team. A little bit of failed parkour right there. You gotta you gotta hop back into a custom game, buddy. You gotta get that parkour down pat. Oh, taken out by the opposing Widowmaker. That is upsetting for Blue right there. Looks like Rad's Earth Shatter is ready. Royal picking up an elimination. Jimmy Bucket's getting one as well. Looks like pinning that poor Sigma. Dealing so much damage right here. Oh, the Earth Shatter!
Oh, the failed Earth Shatter.
Oh, the Earth Shatter was just barely blocked and mitigated by that Sigma's beautiful shield right there. I don't know if that was pure luck, pure skill, or pure chance, but that Sigma did block Rad's ultimate right there.
I would like to say, though, that even, you know that our team has good map knowledge, because even though they've never played on this game during competition, they are looking at all the different avenues that the Cannoneers could possibly take.
Absolutely.
Watching out for
Shullyyyy
those flanks.
getting a revive on Jimmy Buckets as he just got down. Blue getting 2 eliminations, helped out by Royal right there. Jimmy Buckets and Shullyyyy taking out the Mercy as well. Looks like this Sigma is about to fall to Mr. Blue, and Jimmy Buckets picks up an elimination on the Kiriko. That was a beautiful team wipe by the Grizzlies right there, as we were talking about map knowledge. You gotta love it when you just can't talk fast enough with this team. They just do so many crazy things that you're not even done talking about one insane play when 2 more have already happened. Keeps us busy back here behind the scenes. Blue's distressed about some pixel performance right here with the opposing Kiriko. Sorry, Widowmaker.
End quote. She can see me, but I can't see her. End
Scream.
quote.
That was a scream from my man Rad right there.
Good
but he
pin.
does pick up an elimination with Royal picking up one as well. Royal is just absolutely fragging out in this game. For some reason, my camera picks up the opposing Sigma. Looks like Rad picking up an elimination. Royal picking up another as well. I would not be surprised if Royal gets play of the game at the end of this. She has picked up so many eliminations on Ana. That is super surprising. You don't really see supports grab too many eliminations, especially with Shullyyyy being on Mercy.
See, this definitely felt like a revenge one
Absolutely.
for not getting that last point.
I think the Grizzlies are a little bit mad at the Cannoneers right here. The Cannoneers have definitely given the Grizzlies more of a challenge than the rest of the teams, I think maybe even combined. So we're going to see just how well the Cannoneers are at attacking this time, as the Grizzlies are going to be the ones defending. It looks like Rad is expressing some sort of either excitement or excitedness. I don't know what he's expressing right now, but I think he is saying his quote, "It is a bad day to be an op." I think that's what I heard, but I'm not for certain.
Oh, Rad has gone to Monkey Man.
Monkey Man, he's on Winton right now. Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh, he's on the phone. Oh my goodness, he's on the phone. Winston on the phone. You gotta love it. We're trying to push him off.
Great
what on earth
teammates
is going
right
on
there.
right there? You gotta love the Grizzlies right here. They just enjoy having fun. Looks like trick or treating. Oh, he's on the phone again. He's calling somebody.
Yep.
He might just have to call 911 for the Cannoneers over here. Maybe not. We're going to see. But we have Shullyyyy putting his heart up for Bloo right here. You got to love the camaraderie between the Grizzlies right here. You absolutely got to love it. Looks like the Cannoneers have switched over to Ramacha. That is a play that they were not expecting. They were either Sigma or Wrecking Ball right here. But with Rad switching over to Winston, I mean, it is not impossible for the opposing team to maybe counterpick. But it looks like even if they did counterpick, it didn't work too well because Jimmy Buckets takes out the Junkrat. And it looks like Bloo is getting ready to take down this Cassidy, but he is getting pocketed right here. So maybe not. Looks like he cannot quite get the elimination as that healing from the opposing Mercy is too great. But the Cannoneers Junkrat takes out Rad with a concussion mine. That is upsetting. Jimmy staying back here, kind of in the middle line, trying to deal enough damage to this Cassidy to where Bloo can deal some damage as well. But he does actually take that Cassidy out. Looks like this poor Ramacha is sitting out here, taken down by Royal. Just one more elimination by Royal. She just keeps surprising us on Honor right here. Oh, looks like Jimmy Buckets was taken out by the opposing Cassidy. That is upsetting for my man Jimmy.
It seems to be that their Cassidy has been the most pain in the neck for the Grizzlies so far.
And I gotta say, there is a voice line from Cassidy about having a thorn in the opponent's side, and that is just exactly what that Cassidy is doing to the Grizzlies right here. However, Bloo takes out the Mercy, who is giving heals, so there's no more revives available to the Cannoneers. Looks like they're going to need it too, but they cannot get it because Jimmy Buckets takes out the Junkrat with Rad in the backline. It looks like he's stuck in the Ramacha pool, but he does take out the Cassidy because he did get a little bit too ambitious going up against Rad solo. Rad is taken out by the Ramacha ultimate. That is a terrifying sight for the Grizzlies. Ramacha's ultimate is absolutely insane. It can deal so much damage even when he's not even looking at you. All you have to do is be within, I think it's like, what, 10 yards away from him, and you take some insane damage. It is the Mercy's bane of existence. Royal picking up yet another elimination. Bloo picking up one. Royal picking up another.
Nice.
Rad picking up a fourth, and it looks like the ultimates from Bloo, Jimmy, and Royal are going to be saved until the next team fight, which is definitely a good play right here. Trying to use them all maybe whenever the entirety of the Cannoneers are ready to fight. Bloo is camped up on the very top of this building. I'm excited to see if Royal is going to nano either him or Jimmy Buckets. It looks like it would be a good time for the Dragon Blade, but yep, it is a good time for the Dragon Blade. Royal does not quite nano hit. Beautiful! Taking out the Cassidy and the Winton right there while the Cassidy was in his ultimate, getting a triple elimination from Bloo right here in his Dragon Blade.
Would not be surprised if that is play of the game.
I would not be surprised either. However, we got to break Jimmy Buckets' curse. Let's see if Royal is going to nano Jimmy Buckets while he is being damage boosted by Shullyyyy right here. Maybe he can get a 5-piece with his beautiful legal aimbot right here. This may or may not happen, but it looks like the Cannoneers are aware that Jimmy Buckets has not used his ultimate yet, and he is sitting up in a vantage position. Looks like he's going to get ready to use this momentarily. And it looks like he is using it, taking out the Cassidy, taking out the Ana, and it looks like he's trying to chase them around, but I think the Cannoneers are hiding because they know that that ultimate will take them out so quick.
Especially for the more squishier characters.
Absolutely. However, while we were talking, the opposing Reaper used their Death Blossom, taking out Bloo, but because Shullyyyy is our main Mercy man, he revives Bloo, immediately getting him right back into the fight. You gotta love this from Shullyyyy right here on Mercy. There is a reason why he immediately insta-locks his character. A Brig play from Cannoneers.
Wow.
Using Brigida. That is something I was not expecting. Royal picking up 2 more eliminations.
Especially when they need healing.
I don't know what Royal took before this game, but she is absolutely fragging out on a support character. That is something we haven't seen in a lot of streams so far. Looks like the opposing Winston is trying to go crazy in his ultimate. and it is currently overtime. I didn't even realize it is overtime for the Cannoneers. As soon as they are off of this payload for a certain amount of time, this game is going to go to the Grizzlies.
Oh, dang. They just
Looks
keep
like Jimmy
staggering
Buckets
out.
and Blue keep jumping out, keep getting eliminations in the final round. Goes to the Grizzlies, making it a 3-0 sweep for Week 5 of the Overwatch 2 open season. Let's see if Jimmy might have gotten to play the game. Maybe, maybe not. It looks like it goes to Blue on Widowmaker. Man, Jimmy Buckets just cannot get that play of the game. It is stolen from him so many times. We gotta break the curse in Week 6. Congratulations and good games to the Cannoneers. Great games for the Grizzlies. Beautiful night.
Good
3-0
job,
sweep.
everyone.